Hi everybody, this is Noelle from Petitti Garden Centers, and we're here at our Oakwood Village store, and it's what's in store for Memorial Day. So just keep in mind that we are still in spring, and so there is plenty of time to get out there in the garden. We've had a little bit of a cool, kind of wet season, but that's okay because it keeps the plants kind of a little bit flowering longer for us. So we're gonna enjoy it while we have it. Just a really quick reminder, watch your watering on your plant material. When the temperature is cool and the plants are wet, we don't want fungal diseases to develop. So make sure that you're cleaning out debris from underneath the foliage and the flowering. Take off all those spent flowers and deadhead regularly because that's gonna help keep that plant cleaner and of course keep on producing for you too. Okay, so here we go. We are ready to look at tropicals, and of course at this time of year there are tropical flowers just about everywhere. We have kind of your standards that you've known before. So your tropical hibiscus, of course, right up top here. We have our proven winter varieties. So this is new for proven winners. They actually started producing some Hollywood hibiscus. We have actually grown those hibiscus before, but the Hollywood hibiscus, there's some really beautiful colors here. Rico Suave is this beautiful yellow with the red eye. And then this one right here, that large sort of peachy flower with the red eye is called Disco Diva. It's so cool. Really, really beautiful. They're doing a great job blooming, even though we're in the greenhouse and on these darker days. So that's awesome that they have that good, really nice bloom power. Remember that your tropical hibiscus do love full sun conditions, so 6 or more hours of light, and that's really gonna be most of your tropical flowering plants. So 6 or more hours of sunlight. They do like evenly moist to slightly dry soil as well, and they love to be fertilized, okay? So get your Osmocote ready. Make sure that you're feeding those tropical plants as well. Just at my feet here, look at the Dipladenia hanging baskets. They are full budded, flowering. They are absolutely gorgeous. This is one of my favorite tropical plants. Dipladenia are more of a bushy type mandevilla, if you will. So if you've heard of mandevilla are a much larger twining vine. The Dipladenia are going to be a little bit smaller and bushy, but again, beautiful flowering on these, clean foliage, absolutely gorgeous. And I'm gonna tell you, if you're looking for hummingbird attracting, look for, again, those trumpet-shaped flowers in reds, oranges, those types of colors. That's gonna bring your hummingbirds out into your garden. Let's move over here, and I just wanted to show you up above, we've got the Buganvilla still. So Buganvilla, everything from the whites to the nice kind of fuchsia violet purples to that fire opal. I love this color, but I like oranges, and I know not everybody is into orange, but I really enjoy the coloration that is on fire opal. It's just a great plant. Again, your Buganvilla are more of a shrubby vine, so they do really well in hanging baskets as those branches come out. They just trail down slightly, but they really do a nice job of continuing to flower and produce for themselves. Or we have them in these containers where they're starting to come up through the cage and they really fill out and the branches come over the side. So these are great plants to grow, again, this time of year. But of course, in the winter, you can bring them inside too, as well, and winter them over indoors. So they're always a great tropical option out there for you. Time to get your combos out there. So we have a lot of pre-made combination planters here. This beautiful one is called Island in the Sun. Really cool papyrus growing as the center thriller. And then of course we have this beautiful light sort of lemony yellow petunia here, really bright, beautiful blue lobelia, flowering lobelia. And then towards the back, and maybe I'll turn it a little bit this way, Taylor, you'll see that kind of, this is a really cute Calbricoa, a little bit smaller petunia, right? But it has a lot of color here, peach, pink, sort of a pale yellow as well. So that's really fun. I love that one. And you might go with your pastels for your combination containers, or you might go something a little bit darker. And I love the purples and the bright pinks together as well. So again, these combinations are going to be for sunnier spots for you, with your petunias, your verbena. Look at that deep purple verbena. Again, really bright fuchsia calibrachoa with that yellow star in the center. But these types of combinations, you do want to have them out in those full sun conditions, but they're ready to go, or you could make your own, of course. We're over in the shade part of the greenhouse now. So a great shade combo that came out this year is called Champagne Toast. Champagne Toast has this beautiful pink doubled begonia here, and then has another sort of filler spiller in there. This sweet potato vine here is called Medusa. Medusa is one of your bright green types, but instead of having the larger textured potato leaf, it has more of a fine cut leaf to it. So a little bit different texture, more delicate texture there to fill in. And then look at this, is one of my favorite spiller plants. This is Dichondra Silver Falls. It is a great, just ornamental foliage plant, but man, does it trail out. And you can use this in full sun or full shade. They do really, really well in both sun aspects, no problem. And then I wanted to walk a little bit further down because I do enjoy our Coleus planters. And you guys know, I talk about Coleus a lot. Coleus is so versatile. It's one of those kind of architecture plants that you need in containers to really kind of bring all the colors together. You can get a lot of different, obviously, leaf color, but also lots of different leaf textures as well. And to me, when you have a Coleus planter like this, you can use this again. It's in the shade part of the greenhouse. It's a great shade option, but you can use these varieties in full sun too, because they're just very versatile. So you can use them just about anywhere you want. But I love the clean lines of this and just the beautiful, bold foliage, the color, the texture. It just really stands out, and it looks absolutely gorgeous, especially when you have more of a modern look to the home. Back to shade combos, everybody. Look at, so there's a large flower New Guinea impatient called Roller Coaster. There's I would say about 5 different color varieties. This is a beautiful fuchsia. The Roller Coaster New Guineas, look at how big that is. The Roller Coaster New Guineas have a really large flower, and the petals have this kind of curvy, wavy edge to it. That's how it gets its name, Roller Coaster. These types of New Guineas are really better in your shady parts of the garden. So again, we're in the shade part of our greenhouse, okay? But what's cool about this, you've got your classic spike right in the center, your Dracaena spike, and look at this filler. So this is Euphorbia. We've talked about Euphorbia before. There's a couple different types out there, Diamond Frost and Diamond Snow. So those are really very popular ones out there. But what's cool about Euphorbia is, as a filler plant, it's so delicate and the foliage is small and the flowering small that it will kind of push its stems throughout the planter. And so you'll get little bits of white coming out through the stems. And it really works well in shady spots, but also works well in sunny spots. So again, good versatile filler that's really fun. Gives that a little bit of a pop as well. And I wanted to show you the begonias. So I have hanging baskets of Selenia begonias down here. Selenias are an awesome double begonia. They really do a great job of kind of filling up, mounding, and then they'll start their trailing habit. And right next door, a really good companion plant is Terenia. Terenia is a great shade plant for us. Has these little tubular flowers on them. Typically comes in your purples, your blues, white, a yellow and purple bicolor we have as well. But these hanging baskets are a nice option if you're looking for something different for the shade. A fun hanging basket we just found in the sunny part of the greenhouse. Look at the sun patience. So we have this bright electric orange. Again, I am attracted to orange today, guys, so sorry. And then look at that purple verbena and then that pretty yellow calibrachoa. So that's a different combination for us. We really haven't done a lot of sun patient combinations, but this one is fun. I really like it. And then down this way, I wanted to show you, again, we're in the sunny section of the greenhouse, the Color Your Garden pot. So Color Your Garden is on this side and also on this side of me. And there are so many varieties that are just ready to go. Go ahead and put some color out on the porch, patio, stair steps, decorate for your Memorial Day party. Love the Alstroemeria varieties. There's all different beautiful colors, yellows, corals, reds. This variegated white one I think is my favorite right now. Really, really beautiful. And then calibrachoas, again, variegated sun patients. Love the variegated sun patients. Look at that foliage, beautiful pink flowering there. And then back over this side. So we have, of course, the speckled purple and lavender petunias, and just so many to choose from. Calibrachoas, there's some mix. We were looking at the portulaca, and the portulaca, it's a little bit dark today, so they're not quite open. But for those of you that are looking for something in a really hot, sunny area where it really gets very dry in those areas, the portulaca is going to be a really good choice for you in the sun, and so much more. Everything's looking gorgeous. The cannas are up and popped out. So again, instant color, you can put it down and you'll be decorated for Memorial Day. We are in Petunia and Calibrachoa land, but I did want to show you some of the newer varieties of supertunias. This one is called Blue Tiara. Really, really beautiful. I've never been talking about it with some of my groups out there, but gorgeous bluish, purpley blue, don't get me wrong. And then that beautiful white throat is really beautiful. And I'm telling you, they're a little bit darker in the greenhouse, but they're really holding up very, very nice. And then the complement to the Blue Tiara is Pink Tiara. And she's right here, a little bit longer, is definitely kind of reaching out for some sunlight here, but a nice kind of deeper rose pink. And again, that beautiful white throat, really showy, beautiful supertunias. And then one of Taylor's favorites is this one. This is Pink Lemonade Calibrachoa. This is a super bell. Look at the color on that. And again, I think we're starting to get sort of antique shades. You get a lot of modeling, a lot of different softer colors in the combination, but really fun. And again, Calibrachoas are looking stunning right now. We have some really beautiful foliage plants that can really brighten up a patio. And this plant behind me here is called a cordyline or Thai plant, Ti. And this is a beautiful foliage plant that can tolerate medium indirect light indoors, but can also tolerate to full sun outdoors. Little caveat here is they like to stay evenly moist. Don't let them dry out, okay? But they will be so showy, and in larger containers, such a beautiful centerpiece. And we've talked about using the Croton family before for pretty foliage tropical centerpieces. Of course, palms. There's loads of palms to choose from, as well as a really beautiful patio plant or centerpiece in a container. So look for some of these guys. This is Kathy Ann. Kathy Ann is this beautiful pinky, dark pinky stripe. And then Auntie Lou is more burgundy, like a deeper burgundy color, but they'll make beautiful thrillers in your containers. And then check it out. So almost time for Labor Day. And of course, if you want to get I said Labor Day, and Taylor was like, Noelle, Memorial Day, sorry. And Memorial Day, and of course, get your patriotic colors out. So there's plenty to choose from. Your whites, your blues or purples, bluish purples, let's say, reds, of course, petunias, begonias, lots of different annual families to get your patriotic colors out. We are over here in the daisy section of the annual house. And again, these are annual daisies, so what we would call a marguerite daisy, but always a great option for your sunny spots. And again, has fairly good deer resistance, folks. And will also, anytime you have a daisy flower, that's going to really attract some pollinators into the garden as well. You have everything from pink comet daisies to the yellow butterfly here, white butterfly as well. And then that's what we call the marguerite daisies. We move into African daisies, and oh my gosh, their blue eyes are just so gorgeous. I think this is one of the symphonies. Let me look here really quick. It's called Sunshine Beauty, and it really is absolutely gorgeous. That coloring is so pretty. There's mauvey pinks, there's yellows, there's kind of like burnt terracotta colors with a little bit of purple in the center. There are so many beautiful colors. I love that lemony yellow as well. So come and check them out. And I think this red one is a newer color as well. Let me check this one really, really quick. Bright Lights Red. So that's from the Proven Winners series. But we have the Bright Lights Purple and also that lighter lavender color too. I mean, you can't go wrong. If you enjoy daisies, these would make great plants for a combination planter. Go ahead and they would be a great filler. Add some spiller vines, add some coleus for some texture, or maybe a thriller or some grasses. You'll have a great planter. Just beyond the daisies is the nasturtium, and they haven't started flowering yet, but we have two different types this year. This first one with that beautiful variegated leaf, this one's called Alaska. Alaska is a bigger nasturtium. It will trail out, so if you want to put it in hanging boxes, containers, hanging baskets, it will do that and continue to kind of fill out multicolored. So you're going to see red, orange, yellow colored flowers on that plant. Of course, edible plant. And then also baby orange. And we grew baby orange last year with our peppers in containers, and they did phenomenally well. So well that one of them actually took up the pepper planter for the most part. But this is a great compact variety and bright orange flowers. We are near our herb section right here, and we have, oh gosh, all the culinary herbs you're looking for: your basils, your parsleys, your cilantro, chives, rosemary, tarragon, whatever you're looking for. We typically have that herb. And right through here in this section, when you see this yellow sign, this is your mosquito-proof herbs, right? So they are going to be more strongly scented, and some of them are, most of them are lemon scented, but we do have some mints here as well. Mint is a really great plant to kind of repel those mosquitoes out of the area. And I also have lavender down here too in this section. Again, that stronger aroma is going to keep mosquitoes away from the area. But you could always start with maybe a citronella geranium. I'm going to pull this out. And again, you'll really, really smell that strong citronella lemony fragrance as you touch the leaves and go ahead and release that aroma. The lemongrass is way in the back. So look right there. You'll see the green grass sticking up. It always makes a great centerpiece in ornamental combos if you want to do that. Throw it in. All of these herbs, again, they really like the full sun. So we're looking at 6 or more hours of sunlight. So mix them in with some of your flowering sun annuals, and that will work really well for you. Just as long as you go through and pet your herbs, you're going to release that fragrance. And of course, that's going to help repel the mosquitoes in the area. Lavenders, lemon basil. This one's really, really potent, really nice. And we also have this lovely golden thyme, which is actually lemon scented. And I'll tell you, this one's a perennial. So you can plant it in containers, let it trail over the sides, but you can also plant it in the garden or around stepping stones, and it really does a great job for us. The 12-inch tomatoes are here. So right behind me, you'll see the red pots with the cages on them. These tomatoes are ready to grow. They are typically a grafted tomato. And so you'll find, and I was talking about it in our tomato video, you'll find a very vigorous rootstock where this desirable tomato variety has been grafted on top of the vigorous rootstock, and that will make that desirable variety grow better for you, yield more fruit for you. So that's always something to look forward to, especially if you've tried some of your heirloom varieties and they just don't produce enough in our season. Our season's not really long enough for them. So trying a grafted variety is always going to be really great. And so we have beefsteak tomatoes, heirlooms. There are some cherry tomatoes in this program as well, but these are ready to grow, getting them out there in the containers. I did want to mention again, it's been a little bit cool and wet. So if you haven't planted your peppers and tomatoes yet, that's okay. Sometimes we wait until end of May, beginning of June to do that, because ultimately, if you're planting in the ground, in garden beds, it's good to get that soil temperature up before you install your veggies, especially tomatoes and peppers, those hot crops, because they really do like warmer soil temperatures, okay? So keep that in mind. Lots of tomatoes all through the area. We always arrange them in alphabetical order so you can hopefully find your tomato. If you're looking for your 4th of July, it should be under the F's, okay? So those should be ready for you, no problem whatsoever. Up above, Tumbler tomatoes are here. They are still flowering. They are producing a lot of fruit, okay? So those will be ready to go. They are a smaller cherry tomato, and they're typically determinate, so they should really, classically, they should only really produce one type of big flush for you and harvest. But I'm going to tell you, and Taylor's been growing them for years, they continue to produce. Don't give up on them. Make sure you're harvesting, make sure you're clipping and cutting back, make sure you're feeding, and they will continue to produce tomatoes for you. So they're really, really good and vigorous variety. They're awesome. We've got some peppers in hanging baskets too. I'm going to pull this one over really quick. So this is jalapeno. If you like jalapeno peppers, take it. This is an immature one right here. So it's just starting to fill out, but it flowers from the base to the tip out here. We have flowers all the way up at the top and pepper production. And of course, as soon as they continue to mature, they'll get a little bit heavier and hang off the sides. So that one, I give it probably a couple more weeks and that'll be ready to pick and, spice up whatever you want, including your salsas and even spicy margaritas. Those are really good too. Down below, we do have a large selection of peppers as well. So if you're looking for your sweet bells, if you're looking for your longhorn types or your grilling and stuffing types, they're here, okay? So again, just make sure you can plant them in containers now, no problem whatsoever. In the ground might be just a little bit wet and cool. So again, just let that soil warm up before you plant, but lots of super hot varieties too. So I knew that I had come across this one the other day, and this is a Thai scorpion. So we do have some scorpion peppers, super hots again. We have Carolina Reapers. We have ghost peppers. Golly, we have 2 types of habaneros, an orange and a red. There's quite a bit to choose from. So if you really like the hot Scoville scale, we've got a few that you might want to try. We're out here in one of our walkways out to the nursery department. And I wanted to show you a really lovely specimen tree This is going to be a flowering lilac tree. It's actually a grafted Miss Kim lilac on top of a standard trunk. So this is really fun to grow in small spaces near the patio, and you get to just breathe in that lilac fragrance. It's so wonderful. Very, very strong, perfumey. You can't beat it. And then down below, all of these white flowering plants down here, this is Deutzia, okay? Deutzia is a great low-growing, spring-blooming shrub for us. They are fairly deer-resistant, and I should say lilac as well, especially when it's blooming. But Deutzia works really, really well for us. So we have a couple different varieties. You see slender Deutzia here, which is the green foliage, probably around 3x3 shrub out in the landscape. Back behind me on the ground, oh my gosh, and it looks so great with the blues and the purple hydrangeas here. This one with the yellow foliage is called Chardonnay Pearls. It is a proven winner variety. And you have that chartreusey green yellow and then the white flowers as well. This one's a little bit more compact, probably around 2x2 mark. So really, really beautiful. And with the hydrangeas, I'm gonna guess this is Rhythmic Blue. Oh my gosh, it's LA Dreamin'. So LA Dreamin', gorgeous. Look at that blue with the bright yellow. Love it. We keep moving down the aisleway, and this is the pink variety of Deutzia. So this one's called Yuki Cherry Blossom. Beautiful pink stripes in the flowers there. Green foliage, but really pretty kind of reddish stems, coupled with blue jangles hydrangea. So that's your Let's Dance hydrangea there. Very nice. And again, cherry blossom, no greater than 2x2 in the garden. So kind of a nice stair step, cherry blossom, blue jangles, and then look at this beautiful Crimson Queen Japanese maple. Really pretty. We came out to the nursery and we came around the corner and we found some new varieties. So it's always exciting. This lilac right next to me is called Pink Teeny. It is a first edition lilac. It's going to be in that purple pot down there. What's really great about Pink Teeny, dark pink buds that open up to a very pale pink flower, but it's a Preston type lilac. And if you've never grown Preston lilacs before, sometimes we call them Canadian lilacs. They are latest blooming out of the lilac family. So you can start with your French hybrid lilacs, move into like the Korean lilacs like Miss Kim and Palabin, and then move into the Preston lilacs like Pink Teeny. So this is going to be your latest bloomer, still fragrant, still beautiful flowers here. 4 to 5 foot tall, so not a large lilac here with Pink Teeny, but still awesome late color and perfume. On the other side of us, where the hydrangeas are just starting to come out, and this looks like Let's Dance Can Do, or is this Aribba? This is Aribba. Sorry, folks, there's so many varieties of hydrangeas. I can't keep them straight. But Aribba has pointed petioles, pointed petals. And so that, I should have known that, but it's just starting to come out here. But I have a really cool Japanese maple, and it's just a starter plant. This is a little guy. But this one's called Hub's Red Willow. Look at the foliage. It is so fine and graceful. It is really a lovely little tree right now, but beautiful bright color. And then next to Lena. So Lena is a Scotch Broom. Lena will probably get about 3x3 in the landscape. Beautiful pea flowers, kind of a rusty red and yellow, very bright color. Scotch Broom are really deer resistant, folks, so that's always a nice trait to have. They are spring bloomers. They have kind of a cool pointy habit in the landscape, so they really are attractive. Green leaf when they're done blooming, but really a great plant to grow for sun to part shade, for sun to part shade, okay? So lots of different options. We're out in the perennial section. Stella, again, just amazing, beautiful displays out here. Forever red coral bells are really looking good right now. They have a little bit of like a terracotta, orangey, peachy tone to them right now, but will really sun up. And as they get a little bit hardier, they will get a deeper red color. Kitten around is this indigo blue catmint here. And then look at this foxglove. Isn't that beautiful? That sort of peachy, pinky mauve. That is called Arctic fox. This foxglove looks a little bit different than some of your other classic foxglove. This is to be a true perennial type foxglove. So it's supposed to come back from the root system fairly regularly. Your typical foxglove are a biennial, so foliage the first year and then flowering the second year, produces seeds and then drops seeds, and then you get more foxglove to grow. But this one's supposed to come true from the root, okay? Keep going here. Look at this sunny combination. Blue marble salvia is one of the largest flowering salvias. It's so showy, really, really aromatic, great plant for deer-resistant planting, again, in sun, and it's coupled with that beautiful gaillardia, okay, or blanket flower. This is a great combo, especially for early color, May into June. And as you deadhead both of these flowering plants, they are going to keep on producing for you in the season. Right next door, we go into the softer color palettes, and oh my gosh, that spicy fragrance. It's a peppery fragrance. This is going to be your lupin or lupine, however you like to say it. This is a West County series. We always have some beautiful series every year. This one's called Rachel de Thame. I don't know if I'm saying her name correctly or not, but really, really pretty. So if you ask for Rachel, she's really gorgeous. A white and pink bicolor. And then again, with forever red coral bells, really good companion plant. Again, remember, your lupine need to be planted in a well-drained area, okay? Do not let them sit in wet, clayey soil. They will not do well for you there, but well-drained, really, really good, okay? Yarrows right behind me, of course. Love that fuzzy yarrow foliage, very fine, very cut leaf. We have Sassy Lemon, and we also have Apricot Delight just starting to come out. These are going to be a great combination in with the lupine and the coral bells as well, but also very deer resistant with the yarrow. Okay, lots of color there, good cut flower, love them. This one here, this lupine is called Red Rum. It does have a reddish coral and even a little bit of purple if you look really deep in the flowers. Again, awesome fragrance here. And it's coupled with Lime Ricky coral bell, maybe. Yes, got it right. So Lime Ricky coral bells, really pretty combination with that bright chartreuse foliage color and then the red on the stems. Just beyond, more of your foxglove. Again, foxglove are going to be very good as far as deer resistance is concerned, and all the different colors, absolutely beautiful. Really classic cottage garden plant that we grow in this area. All we need are some Shasta daisies. Aha! Shastas are starting to come out and really start blooming for us. You might have a short variety like Snow Lady. You might have a taller variety. And again, so many different varieties. This one's called White Lion. Beautiful, large bloomer. Oh my gosh, Taylor's pointing out the campanula. This is actually a type of bellflower here. Look at the white flowering there. This is tachyon. Tachyon? Yeah, tachyon white and tachyon blue. So you've got your blue bellflowers here as well. And some bellflower varieties are ground cover, some are upright. Just kind of depends what you're looking for in the garden, but great sources of blue and white, of course. And then the Asiatic lilies are just starting to go into bloom as well. Beautiful bicolor blooms here. And you've got your red, whites, blues. You've got a lot of color out there in the garden. So enjoy your Memorial Day.